do you think you're going, slime? Studying to be a Jedi scum? Well, according to this so-called
General
pact...
Grievous, they're college students.
Wait, what's that? They're college students? You didn't tell me that.
Yes, that's what I was going to say before you.
Listen here, lame bot Mike. I am not getting paid to pay my troopers just to have you shout at me.
Sir, you will treat us with all due respect like your troopers.
I am treating you like I do my troopers, with harshness and discipline. Those who fail to obey my orders are recycled as scrap. You, Mike, are no exception. Matter of fact, your spare parts will make a fine addition to my collection of scrap for new troopers. Come here, piece of junk.
We have a defective skit cast member gone rogue. Initiating protocol banhammer to neutralize the subject.
Thank you, Optimus Prime. Hopefully, Wayne Z0207 doesn't hear about this. He'll rip me a new one if he does.
Don't mention it, Mike. Autobots, roll out.
Ever found yourself finding the perfect link in the middle of research to communicate information or tell your story? Have you found yourself in a situation where you must publicly speak or record a video? Need better way to afford tech books and pay fees? We have you covered on all fronts. Welcome to Season 3's latest episode of Life of a Content Creating College Student. And now, here are your stars of this podcast. Wayne 0207 and Charlotte Waite.
Thank you. Hello, folks. Waynesy0207 here. Hope you're doing fantastic as always. And I'm coming at you with another episode of Life of a Content Creating College Student. Thank you for tuning in. Now, sadly, despite all my efforts to find a co-host and guests, I am sad to say that we haven't found any whatsoever. Yeah, I hear you keyboard warriors typing in the comments. Wah, wah, wah. I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna have to deal with a solo recording.
Ha 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 ha, you thought?
Yeah.
I am back. Charlotte here.
Yeah, you just been got by the fourth wall breaking one-man army. I mean, sure, it's been crazy, but at least things haven't been too crazy, am I right?
Yeah. And this episode is pretty exciting.
Yeah, needless to say. Yeah, there's been a lot of developments and a lot of craziness, but thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah.
I mean, at least nothing went wrong. Don't stop! We don't need any Rickrolls, please. Charlotte has already had to deal with that in recent months.
Yeah.
No.
I was rickrolled at an axe throwing
Oh,
establishment.
good.
Isn't that crazy?
Good
Of all
Lord.
places, thought of you, Colton.
Oh, man.
It's like, not time or place.
Yeah. That's just wacky and wild.
Yeah.
We just don't need that around here.
At least if you were there and you saw that, you'd be able to throw the axe out of anger and
Oh, yeah.
probably get like a bullseye or something, right?
Yeah. Definitely hear you on that one. So why don't we go ahead and just brief a little bit on the episode cover to give you some things to think about.
Yeah.
So this episode's quote is coming from Lawrence D. Bell, sort of like a businessman. Show me a man who cannot bother to do little things, and I'll show you a man who cannot be trusted to do big things.
Ah, I like that. It's you sweat the small things sometimes, right, when you need to.
Yes, it's the little details that matter most
Yeah.
sometimes.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Who cannot be bothered to do little things like something that's underneath them. It's respect, right? Do unto others what you would have done unto yourself. And then also, like, do the work even if it's small, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And our tip of the episode is to continue applying for financial aid. We're pressing this heavily on you folks.
Yeah.
And also look for opportunities to develop leadership skills.
Absolutely.
Such as one that I found later in the episode as we progress onward.
Yeah, well, really hand in hand, because if you're applying for financial aid, you probably have to put forth an activities chart, right?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
what are they looking for on activities charts? It's leadership skills.
Absolutely.
So yeah, hand in hand.
Yes, and kind of shocking for our random fact, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in 1893 that a tomato is a vegetable and not a fruit.
See, and this is the politics I can get behind. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, U.S. Supreme Court, for putting that to rest. Tomatoes are vegetables.
Yeah, I'm curious if that ruling was even overturned.
Yeah, I would be too. I don't know. You did the research on this. Maybe a follow-up next week or 3 weeks from now.
I might just leave this in the comments. Who knows?
Yeah, a little Easter egg.
Well, our guest seems to be a little bit delayed, which
okay.
the magic editor will edit in if she approaches.
Yeah, if not, Colton and Charlotte
All right.
taking on episode. Is this 2?
Yes, this is season 3, episode 2.
Episode 2. Well, let's just jump in with some straight juicy facts for the day. What are 2 things that went well for you in the last 2 weeks?
So for my first week since the first episode of this podcast, I won second prize at Ready, Set, Innovate. It was so close to first prize.
Wow.
So you remember when Alex, Robbie, Jack, and myself practiced Ready, Set, Innovate?
Yes.
Yeah, it paid off. We got $400 as a team.
Oh, that's great. Wow.
Yes, absolutely. It was just wonderful. And to top it all off, about a week or so later, a few days, I got in touch with the original creator of Atmosfear, Brett Clements.
Oh, killer. How was that conversation?
Well, needless to say, I won't give away too many details, but Brett Clements had redirected me regarding, this idea that I have to Philip Tanner, who currently owns Atmosfear. He owns the rights to Atmosfear, and he was the businessman behind it.
Oh,
in his
okay.
own words. So,
Yeah.
needless to say, negotiations between me and Brett Clements regarding this idea, they're basically pretty much done. So
Killer.
it's basically down to me and the current owner at this
Okay.
moment in time.
Wonderful. And what did you gain from that conversation with Brett? What did you grow in any sort of way?
Well, these 2 events gave me the opportunity to practice my adaptability to new situations, be they opportunities or obstacles. Knowing how to adapt is extremely crucial, even in academia and content creation.
Yeah.
Because in 1995, a couple of cowboys had sold the rights to Atmosfear, in which a couple of cowboys consisted of Brett Clements and Philip Tanner. Back then, Nightmare was a smash hit.
Oh.
There was I'd say, dance party, a Pepsi Nightmare challenge, and there was even a music video if you happened to lose in Nightmare 4. And Nightmare 4 was actually the reason sales dwindled, and the reason why a couple of cowboys sold their rights. And by that, I mean Brett Clements lost his half to the copyrights. So not that he wasn't supporting my idea, it's just he can't have anything to do with it.
Yeah. That's fair. It's not his anymore. He gave away ownership. Brett's not in the house.
Yeah. And this guy is from Australia, by the way. And same goes with Philip Tanner.
Well, then, should I say, ahoy? What do they say in Australia? I don't think ahoy's it.
Trying to think about it.
I can't do an accent of theirs right now. Are you good at accents?
Yeah. Well, I did provide a German accent when the producers just tried to rickroll me in this episode.
Oh, nice. Yeah. German, but Australian. Can you do Australian?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, that surprised me.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
I can also cosplay as Jin, or voice act Jin. Yabarsurida.
What is Jin from?
Jin's from Tekken. He's actually who I went as for Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Instant classic.
Instant classic. Well, it sounds like you're making really great headway in your projects and in your goals. But did you encounter any setbacks that may have limited you or anything that you had to overcome?
Well, needless to say, during Ready, Set, Innovate, I had to do an assignment for my social media marketing class, and I lost the audio from Ready, Set, Innovate because the microphone I was using to record for that video was off.
Oh, no.
I straight up forgot to turn it on.
Yeah, double checking. It saves us. And it happens at our worst points. I'm so sorry that you lost that audio recording.
Yeah, but needless to say, we did record some additional footage, additional interviews. So
Oh.
it all paid out in the end.
Oh, that's great. You overcame. You grew from it. You know what to do next.
Yeah. Meanwhile, lesson learned. Always turn on the microphone when recording. Aside from that, I found workarounds by recording additional footage rather than just doing a mundane voiceover for the interviewees from the event who were on my team. That way, there's less stress for all parties involved.
For all parties. I like that. Growth for the whole team. Right?
Yeah, have you ever experienced something around the lines of losing your audio?
Yes. Absolutely. Audio, visual, lights. It all goes hand in hand. You know, I would say from back when I was in high school working in musical theater to, you know, now for events. Heck, First Gen Dinner was on Friday of last week, and I was given a speech, the First Gen speech, and I flipped the page to the next page.
Yeah.
And I started speaking, and I didn't remember what was written down. I was like, what? I haven't read this before in my life. Well, it turns out that I had printed front to back, and I only meant to print one-sided. So I started reading someone else's speech in front of the whole crowd. But you know what we do? You just gotta roll out of it. You gotta laugh about it. You gotta move on, because everyone makes mistakes, right? No big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, well, yes, we're talking about this now. And I really wasn't supposed to be talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a good feeling that someone's going to be animating this.
Yeah. Help me out a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's time that we move on to our our next question.
What did you do as a college student?
So there's 4 main highlights in my classes, so 1 for each class. For Business 314, we developed and reviewed a business model and promptly began developing our business plans. And just this week, of the week that this was recorded, we actually begun creating our pitch decks.
Oh, nice. So you're starting a little bit of a new project.
Yes, absolutely. And needless to say, this project will go into the project that I'm trying to put forward.
Oh, okay.
Because the project charter will go in conjunction with the business plan and the pitch deck. And
All works together.
This idea will be presented to Philip Tanner.
Oh.
And this idea we'll talk about the teaser that I released for it in just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
And here's hoping our guest shows up in time.
Oh.
Again, there'll probably be a meet.
Yeah. Or if not, just you and me, and that's okay too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all a big mystery. Who knows if she's going to show up?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's no one there at all. They were a ghost the entire time.
Or maybe they were caught by Slimer.
Maybe they were. I don't have anything. Sorry if I created tonight. Nothing. Who's Slimer?
Slimer
Kinda
is
threw me
the
off.
ghost from Ghostbusters.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I was about to make a joke about ghosts from Ghostbusters. I was going to say maybe she needs to call Ghostbusters, but I didn't think that was the name of the ghost. I thought it was a video game antagonist.
No.
Oh my gosh. I should have gone with my gut.
Yeah, in Ghostbusters, I actually have to deal with Slimer every time I fail to complete a mode, or actually have to time out a mode to get
Oh,
trips with
yeah.
the multi-ball stack.
Because of pinball. Okay.
Yeah, Slimer is second most irritating to the Scoleri brothers that pop up every time I hit the symmetrical book, stacking 2 times for the first time.
Oh,
In a
okay.
4-row streak.
Oh my gosh. Arch
They are
enemies.
Annoying. And speaking of projects, I began a project for a client from Travel Suburban, Oregon, branding the Klamath Basin for their use.
Killer. That's awesome.
Yes, and needless to say, I've run into a bit of a writer's block regarding the social media posts for the deliverables. So I'm working with our team diligently on this matter to resolve the writer's block
Nice.
through teaming up on the assignment.
Yeah, getting some fresh eyes.
Because I was fixing to delegate this to the other teammates, but yeah,
That's okay.
what can you do? For Business 399, we covered Ready, Set, Innovate, discovered the importance of highlighting people and entities, and ultimately I made my move to tease the upcoming event happening in January 2025.
Ooh.
One of the assignments gave me the means to do so.
Nice. Seized an opportunity.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, I just yelled into the microphone.
Don't make a clip. So, this is 441 we presented for the leader of our generation, and this is where my act of kindness came into play, which I'll go into in just a moment.
Nice.
By the way, 100% on the presentation that I did for Markiplier.
Beautiful. We love Markiplier.
Yes. So this classmate that I had, he's this sort of this introverted type. And what happened was he went up to present on Satoru Iwata and his contributions to gaming for his leader of his generation. And when our professor asked a question, he sort of had a bit of a nervous breakdown, reached to grab his water bottle and drank it to sort of regain his composure. And so when he got himself together, he utilized his note cards and his voice in a loud, clear, authentic manner, and went on to deliver a powerful speech about Satoru Iwata.
Wow.
He knew what he was talking about. He was so passionate about it. It was just mind-blowing.
I think there's a really great lesson there of sometimes taking a step back, composing yourself, doing what you need to do, drink water, right? Straighten your tie, shake your arms out, and then getting back into something that's making you like nervous or anxious, whether that's excited nerves or like scary nerves, right? Just taking that step back.
Yes, absolutely. And here's where it all sort of like hit the fan somewhat. After the presentation, the classmate bolted out of the room because, you know, he felt a little uncomfortable after all that, which our professor revealed that he was not a public speaker. Asked us to give him some grace. He set the standard. Here's what I did. I asked him to lunch, met with him at the bistro, and I commended him for what he did, because what he did was brave. I mean, not everyone that has a fear of public speaking actually is able to deliver such a powerful presentation. Do you know that public speaking is the #1 most common fear in the world? Oh yeah, yes, like stage fright.
Public speaking. Stage fright. Samesies. All right.
So needless to say, I learned quite a lot from that sort of like a lesson, because I got to give some encouragement to someone who needed it most.
Absolutely. So how can you apply what you were learned?
Well, before we answer that, in other news, I picked out my schedule for winter 2025, and I've also planned out a nomination for one of my classmates.
Nice.
Basically, one of my classmates did a post that actually got picked up by Newswatch 12 on Ready, Set, Innovate.
Cool. That's awesome. Newswatch 12 is the local news station, for anyone that doesn't know.
So basically, not only did it go to Newswatch 12, but the only thing that could explain it was the day after, Herald and News and KOBI TV NBC5 actually reached out to Oregon Tech and asked for their professional photos that were taken during the event, and actually covered Ready, Set, Innovate.
That's awesome.
More than enough documentation for the Oregon Tech Pride Award.
Yeah. That's amazing work that they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really great marketing, getting a mass media list, things like that.
Yes, absolutely. And what can be taught from those things? I can utilize the spiral of experience to enhance my leadership skills in any of my courses and any endeavor. When we learn, we become more experienced. It is important to reflect on our actions and utilize what we learned to become better leaders.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're not growing, what are you doing?
The action, observation, reflection model. A big old classic.
Well, let's shift a little bit. We've been talking a lot about school, and there's some really exciting things in our hands right now. Ooh, I just got really close to the microphone again. What did you do as a content creator this week?
Okay, this is where we rolled a clip of the teaser that I just came out with.
Woohoo!
Behold. So this is the teaser for my idea. Imagine cards that can shape the rules of Atmosfear. That's what these cards are, essentially. Jump scare warning for anyone that is watching. Skip to the following time.
Ooh. Ooh, Atmosfear.
So these are what are known as the Atmosfear Streamloots cards. So what essentially they are is you could purchase them through what is known as Streamloots, a telecommunications service meant to enhance the experience between streamer and the audience.
Okay.
And so when you purchase these cards, you can actually redeem them to impose a condition on the stream.
Oh.
And the streamer has to carry it out,
Oh.
regardless of the context.
Hey, that's fun.
And so what these cards do is they shape the game of Atmosfear to your own will.
Oh, okay, okay. You got some power and control with that.
Yes. And matter of fact, the hosts of this so-called, I don't want to give out too many details, but there is a chance that there's going to be a tournament of 36 players.
Oh, 36. Wow, that's a significant number.
They will all compete to be the best Atmosfear player out of all of them.
With the cards in play?
Yes, with the cards in play.
That's so fun.
And the only way you can counter these cards is if you have enough counterpoints, or CP, to nullify that card's effects.
Oh, okay.
So needless to say, it was a pretty exciting teaser, but just because I tease something, it does not mean it's going to happen. Remember that.
Yeah. They're not promises. It's just perhapses.
Exactly. So for now, get a little bit excited.
Yeah.
Put out some what ifs. Start speculating.
I agree. Yeah. Get your heart rates pumping. Look at that jump scare.
Yeah, besides, we've only revealed a portion of the cards that are going to be used in the actual project itself.
Yeah.
And if you read on the announcement on the Fourth Wall Breakers Den Discord server, please respect the negotiation process, which means don't ask me or Philip Tanner on the details. Trusted parties will be informed as negotiations progress.
Patience, people. Patience.
And on that note, any technical issues are to be sorted out before the supposed event or return to live streaming.
Okay.
So
Nice.
this means any sort of issues with the VideoMaker 9000, which I have experience regarding browser speeds and downloading speeds. Any sort of technical difficulty must be sorted out before this sort of thing occurs.
Okay.
By the way, this is going to be the 5th year anniversary special if it actually comes to fruition.
Wow. So this is the big 5 years. What anniversary is that? You know how on different, do you know this? On different like wedding anniversaries, you give different types of gifts. So year 1, it's paper. Year 10, it's tin. There's like a wood year and so I wonder what 5 is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's cards.
Maybe. So anyways, the Streamloots cards are meant to be used in conjunction with Atmosfear. They are exciting.
Yeah.
I am personally looking forward to unleashing those cards and seeing what the audience has up their sleeve for imposing shenanigans.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, just please do not abuse the cards for whatever reason.
Yeah. Keep them treasured. Keep them safe.
Yeah, absolutely. And so?
Are we going to address these things that we have in our hands right now?
Well, they are XLR microphones. We have officially upgraded the sound system. We are playing with the new toy that we've talked about in Season 3, Episode 1.
It's very exciting. It's very official. Apologies. It looks like I'm coming in a little hot and loud, so we'll fix the sound next episode. But, yeah, these are so fancy. All I want to do is like yell into them. It's so hard to keep it away from my face.
Yeah, not to worry.
You know?
I have open vinyl. It's no issue.
Okay, perfect. I feel like I should sing it. Like these are the type of microphones to sing into.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sing a tune.
Yeah, I actually got these from a music store on Main Street.
Oh, Music on Main. I love that music store.
Yeah. If I am correct, our family knows the owner.
Oh, yeah? Oh, they are vocal microphones. Shall we sing something together real quick?
Well,
Test the quality.
maybe. But who
What do we sing? Oregon Tech doesn't have like an anthem or anything like that. We could have sung that.
Oh, well, we could create one.
Yeah. Boo. We'll think of it for next time. Now I'm on the spot. I'm nervous. I can't sing.
Okay.
Not possibly.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's very exciting. So please, apologies for myself being too loud. And we hope you're enjoying the higher sound quality.
Yes, because these are bass boosted microphones.
That's no fair. How about treble bassing? I don't think I can get that low. Bass. I can't do it.
Yeah, I remember the soprano, alto, tenor, bass.
Yeah. I was an alto.
Ah,
You were a bass?
yeah, I was a bass.
Yeah, I can guess that. I was low alto. I was an alto too.
Oh.
Yeah, does that count for anything?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, moving back from content creating back into college, what events or club meetings did you attend in the past 2-3 weeks?
Well, I attended the Oregon Tech Foundation Scholarship Banquets, Ready Set Innovates, Fall Service for the Gospel Mission, the First Gen Hot Beverage Get Together, and the Top Mentor Bravada Get Together, as well as I ironically came into Purvine Hall yesterday because I needed to jump from building to building to get to my class. Just so happened I ran into the donuts and free flu shots.
Oh, did you get a donut and a flu shot?
Yeah, I did get a donut as well as the flu shot.
Nice. Do you feel super vaxxed?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, funny story. I actually, back when I was a kid, I was afraid of shots. And
Oh, yeah.
one time when I was little, I grabbed a needle to like protect myself, and let's just say I, graphic warning, left a scar on my pride.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That hurts you. No, I feel that. I'm really not a big shot fan. And it's not the needle that gets me. A lot of people don't like the needles, but I'm fine. Getting my blood drawn, I love it. I think it's so interesting. But getting a vaccine, it's something about something being injected into me that throws me off. And not in the way like I believe in vaccines. I fully believe that we should, trust science, and we've been developing these. I think it's great to be vaccinated, but it just genuinely freaks me out that something's being pumped into my body via my blood. I don't know. It's like weird.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's more so the needle that got to me.
Yeah, needle for you.
Yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how well did this help me get involved with Oregon Tech and the cloud community? 9. Mainly because I couldn't attend the first generation celebration dinner the week before this recording, I should say. However, each event allowed me to hone my skills in collaboration and interpersonal communication, which nowadays is really important.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of changes in leadership recently, and yeah, it requires me to adapt. And
Yeah.
part of adapting is getting courage.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, one of the books that I've been reading is, for my book report in leadership, it's Profiles in Courage.
Oh, wow.
It should sound familiar.
Yes. Is that Bush's?
No. John F. Kennedy.
Oh, it's Kennedy. For a second, I thought it was Bush Jr.'s. And this, I think, speaks volumes, but so he has a lot of guilt over the Iraqi war.
Yeah, okay.
So he's painted soldiers and people to honor them and share their stories. But please tell me about JFK's book.
So, needless to say, it actually covers 8 senators who were faced under political pressure, and they had to act on the behalf of their constituents rather than on the basis of a political party.
Yeah.
They had to act for the country.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be throughout politics. You shouldn't be bound to a party. Your party isn't your identity, your morals are. And sometimes your morals shift outside, or your party shifts outside of your morals. It's really close to my face. But absolutely. It's about what's good for the country in that moment. It's not about the party. I think parties divide. So erase the parties and let's just go on. What do you truly believe in? And it's okay to believe in things from both sides, right? We should find common. I'm so sorry. I'm taking your book. I would love for you to talk more about your book, but
Yeah.
I think it's just key to this trying time.
The reason why I chose that book is regarding the negotiations. You know, I felt some sort of a fear of I'd say failure and success at the same time, because I'd say this is sort of a life-changing opportunity for me, and something that might define Waynesy 0207 going forward.
Yeah.
All of my social media profiles. And this will probably also serve as the peak of my academic career. The peak.
Well, you know what I'm going to say to that? I know I've told you this before. I do not think that you should be counting your peak before you reach it.
Right.
I think that in 5 to 10 years, that's when you reflect and that's when you figure out your peak.
Yeah.
You know? Like, don't minimize yourself right now. You are who you make yourself to be, you know?
Right. All I'm going to say is the stakes for this project, they really couldn't have been higher, because what I'm about to do is I'm about to try to bring an old board game back from the dead. No pun intended.
Yeah. No, it's okay, but we don't have to talk too much about it because I know it's a secret. But
Yeah.
you are capable of a lot, and I don't think that you should limit yourself to what you're doing right now. And I think there's going to be. I mean, how old are you, Colton?
20.
You're 20. This isn't the peak of your career. You're just getting started.
Yeah.
The stakes aren't high. They're just a little bit more intense. Oh, killer.
No.
Oh no! Right in the middle of my motivational speech.
Oh, well, the guest is going to be rather disappointed. We'll have to change the episode cover to match the actual context.
Speakers. That's okay. We move, we groove, and what do, Colton?
We adapt.
We adapt. Heck yeah.
All right. Well, it's time for me to go to our scholarly shoutouts for this episode. So this first shoutout goes out to Professor Don DeSaro for allowing me to cover Mark Fishbach for the Leader of My Generation assignment and Profiles in Courage for my leadership book report.
Nice.
And the second scholarly shoutout is actually going to the person whom I plan on nominating for the Oregon Tech Pride Award,
Nice.
Natalie Hernandez.
Ba-ba-na-na.
She was the one that made that Race Innovate post discoverable by the news stations.
Yeah, she led. She was the domino that crashed everything down. How about your creator credit? Who do you have today?
Okay, so creator credits. Surprisingly enough, ironically, we are actually going to give this first creator credit to Brett Clements. Without him, I would not be exploring my idea to the depth that I am.
Thanks, Brett.
Yes. And we're also giving a creator credit to our Miss Brooke.
Woohoo!
So she creates amazing shorts showcasing her dancing skills and motivating students during midterms and finals, or any occasion where they need motivation. She was also the one who provided me the means to release a teaser for my idea. She was the one that gave the assignment.
Oh.
You might know her.
Gave the assignment.
Yes.
Who is it?
Hint, hint. Eldridge.
Eldridge. Oh, your teacher?
No. She's actually a mechanical engineering student here at Oregon Tech.
Oh.
You-
Brooke Eldridge. Yes. Absolutely. I know who you're talking about.
Yep,
I'm
absolutely.
not going to say
She
too
was
much more.
Yeah, she was the one responsible for allowing me to sort of explore my creativity a little bit, aside from promoting Oregon Tech.
Yeah. She's really good at promoting Oregon Tech.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's been an amazing episode. I'm so glad that we got to do this episode regardless of the circumstances presented to us.
I am too. Yeah, last week we were supposed to record this, but it was first gen week, so I wasn't able to. So thanks for moving it to this week and having me on.
You could
Real
thank the
treat.
people who unanimously voted in the server.
Thank you, everyone in the server. I appreciate you guys.
We all do.
Yes. Let's go, server.
Yeah. So, needless to say, 2-episode streak without a guest.
You say that like it's a bad thing, but all I'm getting from it is that I get to talk more. And
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, just more speaker time for the main stars.
Thank you. Thank you for grouping me into you.
Yeah, so thank you folks so much for tuning in. Remember, there'll be disappointments in life, but we humans have the power to turn those disappointments into accomplishments. This is Waynesy 0207, the fourth wall breaking one-man army, signing out. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Ooh, we can sing a good night.
Yeah, we could, but yeah, the episode's about to cut off anyways. Goodbye, folks.
Next time.
Opportunity bestowed upon the podcast's creator. Podcast availability is made possible by the following platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. For more of your favorite fourth wall breaking moments, visit WayneIan0207-fourthwallbreakinggamer.com.
Phew, that was a close call.
Microsoft Mike, could I have a word with you, please?
Sure, how can I be of service?
I want you to answer me, and answer me honestly. What's this that I hear about one of the AI characters going rogue and attacking on the set?
It's not my fault, boss. He attacked first.
I don't care if Grievous attacked first. As an AI skit character, it is your duty to report these incidents before these altercations happen. Do you understand?
Yes, boss.
Good. Now, as a result of what happened, I am suspending Grievous until episode 7 of season 3, and you until episode 5 of season 3. I want you to take a moment to reflect on what happened.
Yes, and I assure you this won't happen again.